afternoon. I am now at the Motorcycle Museum in Stubbekøbing, and this is really unique. There's a lot of different bikes, and I don't know much about motorcycles. Well, I drove a motorcycle for many years, but I know some of them, and I know the Danish produced. I could start by saying this one over here. This one, green. Now it's a cut-through model, but this one here is actually a Danish-built bike from 1950. It's a Nimbus. It was a Danish company called Fisker and Nielsen. They built it. Actually, my dad, when he was in the military, he would be driving something like that off-road as a messenger in the military. Imagine to drive something like this off-road. There's no suspension on the back. The only suspension is in the front, and then the seat. You see on the seat got these rubber things. That's the suspension. And the frame is made entirely from flat steel. You see, it's amazing. But anyway, let's have a look. It's in Henderson. That's actually an American bike from 1923. And another Henderson next to that. And then a Triumph. That's beautiful. British bike. And there's an old Douglas. Wow, 600cc from 1919 with a sidecar. There's another Douglas next to it from 1914. And that's a smaller one, 350. Another Douglas, newer model. That's beautiful, beautiful specimen. AGS from England, 1000cc from 1934. With the sidecar. What a beauty. Oh. Another AGS 500cc. And there's a couple of Nortons, also from England. And actually, this here, that is it's hard to see because of the mirror. That is a Danish-built motorcycle. Humber. From 1897. That's an old bike. 760cc. Wow. And another one here. Very old. Also Danish built from 1914. Beautiful. William Mark Hamlet, 98cc. It's hard to film because of the light from the window. And here we got a Nimbus. Nimbus from 1920, 750cc. What a beauty. And yes, Danish built. But well, you see the flags, all these with the Danish flag are Danish built bikes. And here's another Nimbus on the floor from 35. And that's an American bike. PS 600cc with a straight 4 engine, just like the Nimbus. And then here in the middle we got Harley Davidson sidecar and a whole row of Harleys. See if I can get the right. A whole lot of Harleys. Better go to the front so I can see how old they are. This one was from 31. 29, 27, 20, 19, 17, 15. That's an old Harley. Probably some of you know more about Harleys than I do. And then we got some Indian. This one, a police model, police bike, 31, 29, no sign, 27, 20, 16, with a sidecar. Wow. Reading standard, I never hear about that. Stubbekøbing, also American bikes. Stubbekøbing, Excelsior. And out there, an Indian. I was told, this one here, I was told is actually built to be packed in a container, small container, and then dropped with parachute during Second World War. It weighs, I think he said 35 kilo. Quite small. There's something down here I want you to see. This here bike. I was told that this bike is actually built in East Germany. Well, it is an MZ 250, but they didn't have race bikes. So a guy from East Germany, while it was still East Germany, DDR, he made the fairings for this bike and used it for a while, some years, and then he went on vacation, which is very unusual. It was still East Germany. Then the owner of the bike went on vacation to Denmark with some friends, and when they arrived this place, they got off their bikes, they grabbed hold of the bike, took it up the stairs into the museum and gave it to the museum. and then they left. That is very unique. The fairings are not made from, they're not made from fiberglass. It is a well, basically cardboard and resin that it's made from. But wonderful piece of job. Really, really unique. Incredible. The rest of those here, there's some DKV all the way over here until they start call them MZ, these here. And those bikes were built in East Germany, but the guy who, well, actually the first, while they were called DKV, DKW, was while it was one Germany, back in before Second World War. And the guy who started building MZs, he was actually a Danish guy. He tried to start a production in Denmark, but no one wanted to finance it. Then he moved to Germany and found someone who wanted to finance it and started a production. And for many, many years, up through the 60s, they were the most producing motorcycle factory in the world. But then Second World War and the two-stroke, and you know, it kind of changed in the 60s. This one here, you see the engine is similar to the BMWs, except that it's a two-stroke, two-cylinder boxer engine, and very unique. There's not a lot of them around, I tell you. There's something about 3 of them in Denmark, and well, one of them is here. And I actually knew someone who had number 2 and number 3 I don't know about. So, but wow. There's a moped, 49cc, Puck, PUC Hecht. Sorry. And here we got a BMW with sidecar. I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of battery soon on my phone, but well, gonna keep going until I run out. Look at this piece. That's an FN. There's more PUCH pack. But these are motorcycles. Here, BSA. My dad had a BSA when he was younger. Actually, when he met my mom, he had a BSA, and then later on they got a Vespa. Sidecar. And that is a Danish built bike. Very special. And here we got Vespas. You have a speedway bike. A Solex. You see, with the engine over the front wheel. I had one like that when I was 16. I bought one of these second hand. Used it for I think a year and a half. Then someone stole it from me. And the strange thing is, when it was stolen, it was actually broken down. It was parked at my brother's place, broken down, and someone stole it. You guys take care, and remember, life is good. Bye bye.